Let us create a function to search for a record in the CSV file. In order to create the function, you can start with the keyword def followed by name of the function sd, meaning search data, function symbol and colon. Searching is done on the basis of item name. The item name is passed as an argument, which means this will be read in the main function, so that when you call this function, it is passed as an argument. There is one more method. If you want, you can read the item name inside this function. Okay. Now there is a CSV file stock.csv. It contains several records. To explain this function, let me take three records. Record 1, item code, item name, price and quantity. Like this, let me take two more records. Record number 2, record number 3. Using this function, I want to check whether this item is there in the CSV file or not. Let me take an example for item name. Let it be B. So using this function, I want to check whether item name B is present in the CSV file or not. We know that B is there in the CSV file. Using the function, I will conclude that this item is present in the CSV file. Certainly, you can write a document string. Step 1, the file must be opened for reading purpose. You can use the open function. Two arguments are there. Argument 1, name of the file that you want to open, it should be in double quotes. Argument 2, file mode, reading purpose R, file mode must be in double quotes. Variable ifs point to this file. Now in order to read records from a CSV file, the reader function is there. File pointer should be passed as an argument. Reader function is present in the module CSV, so it should be called as csv.reader. Reader function returns the reader object as answer. So CSV reader object CRO points to the reader object. So this is the reader object. Reader object contains all the rows of the CSV file. Each and every row is maintained as a list, and variable CRO points to this CSV reader object. Now, how do you get each and every element of the CSV reader object? You can write the code like this. For I in CRO, you get each and every element of the CSV reader object CRO. Now, if the item name equal to I name, meaning that is the record to be searched. So the first row comes in variable I, after that the second row comes in variable I, after that the third row comes in variable I. If the item name present in I, that is if I of 1 will give you the item name, because I of 0 is item code, I of 1 is item name, I of 2 is price, and so on. So if I of 1 equal to I name, meaning this is the record to be searched, so you can display the message record found. The record can be displayed in the computer's monitor, and after that you can make the variable found true. So initially found is given the value false. So if the search record is there, found is made true. And if you write multiple statements in the same line, they should be separated using semicolon. Once the record is found, no need to continue with the for loop, you can break. Again, multiple statements are written in the same line, so you can make use of semicolon. Now if I of 1 equal to I name, if that is wrong, control comes to else part, nothing to be done. Here don't write that the search record not found, because the first record comes in variable I, and if that is not the record to be searched, don't jump into conclusion that search record is not there, because many more records are there to be searched in the CSV file. Once the use is over, you can close the file. Now outside for loop, if found remains as false, means control never came here, means the search record is not there in the CSV file. So if not found means found equal to false, the meaning is search record not found. Now what is the use of found? how this piece of code works, let me explain using an example. So initially found is false. So remember in your mind, variable found is false. Now for I in CRO, so CRO contains all the rows of the CSV file. Now variable I points to the first row in the CSV reader object. So what is I of 1? This is I of 0. This is I of 1. So your I of 1 is A. A equal to B. Condition wrong. So control comes to else part. Nothing to be done. So the first row does not contain the name to be searched. Okay, so control came to else part, nothing to be done. Now I contains the second row of the CSV reader object. Now what is I of 1? This is I of 0, this is I of 1, B. So B equal to B, condition true, control comes inside. In the computer's monitor, you display the message record found. The details of second row displayed in the computer's monitor and found is made true. So now this goes. Now variable found becomes true because the search record is there in the binary file, and because of break the remaining records will not be searched. Once a search record is found, we will not search for the remaining records, and because of break control goes outside for loop. And here you close the file is removed from the computer's memory, it is still there in the hard disk. Now is found equal to false? No, here you made found true, so this will not be executed. Now let me search for a record that is not there in the CSV file. So instead of B, suppose the item name that you want to search is D. We know that D is not there in the CSV file. Using the function, I will conclude that D is not there in the CSV file. So now I contains the third row of the CSV reader object. Now what is I of 1? This is I of 0, this is I of 1, C. So C equal to D, condition wrong, control comes to else part, pass, nothing to be done. Now no more rows are there to be retrieved. So control comes here, ifs.close, file removed from computer's memory, and here found is false because this piece of code was never executed. Okay, so found remains as false. So found equal to false, condition true. So in the computer's monitor you get the answer record not found. So this is how you implement the search function in CSV file.